Welcome back to Blastin with the Boys. We're here to discuss something very special today. That's right, you heard right, we're gonna discuss John Travolta, okay? Known singer, known actor, a star of such films as Saturday Night Fever and Grease, the Travolta Man.
From Russia with Love.
From Russia with Love. From Paris with Love is what you were actually thinking of.
What's that L. Ron Hubbard adaptation?
Oh yes, of course, Battlefield Earth,
Yes.
everyone's favorite. Yeah, a true icon in every sense of the word. And boy, oh boy, we're going to talk about him for such a long time today.
We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna smoke this entire pack of Menthol 100 Lucky Strikes, available at a gas station near you.
Indeed.
Talking about John Travolta.
Indeed.
We're gonna start not by talking about his acting, which is not fantastic.
No, well, that's incorrect.
Looks,
He was
also not very
well,
good-looking
also
man.
Incorrect. But okay, keep going.
The fact positive thing I know about John Travolta is I once attended a Lightning game that he was at. They showed him on the big screen. It was like, John Travolta's here, everyone. And I was hoping to run into him in the bathroom or something, but it didn't happen.
Well, maybe you don't want to run into John Travolta in the men's bathroom.
It'd make a fun story. The story would be a lot better if I said I did run into John Travolta in the men's bathroom instead of I wish I did. Okay,
yeah, that's true. That is definitely a better story. But John Travolta, known singer and actor, one of God's great talents. Yes. That's my opinion, anyway.
Known for his work in such. I haven't brought this up yet on air, but I'm actually an avid vinyl collector, and two of my prized possessions are the Bee Gees soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever.
That's right.
And its unheralded sequel, Staying Alive.
Yes.
John Travolta looking like a Rambo on this bitch.
Absolutely. And you see, the interesting thing about Staying Alive is that nobody really knows that this is a sequel to Saturday Night Fever. In fact, it was made in the mid-'80s, which in John Travolta's career... Excuse me?
It's a gatefold.
Wow.
You got pictures
Terrific.
of John jumping in there.
Hell yeah. But as I was saying, as I was going and dissecting John Travolta's very long and storied career arc...
We don't have to do that. We can talk about something else. We'll talk about something else that makes even more beautiful music than John Travolta. You know what that is?
Well, what is that?
It's the whale, Nick. It's the opera singer of the deep. And we're gonna talk about some of my favorite whale facts today.
You told me we're gonna be talking Travolta.
I can only take that so far.
Now, actually, yeah, we're going to be talking about whales. Here's the thing about whales. It's Andrew has been planning this for so long. This is essentially like you're Terry Gilliam and this is your Don Quixote movie.
This was supposed to be like our third episode, and then all the shit that happened.
COVID-19 happened. Your car getting totally demolished and destroyed happened. Yeah, all sorts of stuff happened.
We went over this.
Trying to prevent. See previous episode detailing the events. But now we're finally here. I still don't know anything about whales, but you sure seem to have a lot of opinions about them, and so we are going to do the whale episode at long last, guys.
Alright, so what inspired this was I've been slowly working my way through an American classic. That's Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's a classic.
Okay.
It's very easy to make jokes about the title, also, because you got Dick.
It is pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah, right in there. And so, Melville has this belief, right?
Should we tell the audience at home what we're smoking here? Real quick.
The Lucky Strike Menthol 100s.
Oh, okay, yes. We're smoking the Lucky Strike Menthol 100s, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, so he had his belief that a whale is any creature with a spout and a horizontal tail. And he was just held on to this with a hard grip. He insisted. He looked at all, the actual marine biologists at the time, and he was like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. It is anything, horizontal tail, and a spout.
That's the kind of confidence that only an author could have.
Yeah, the kind of confidence you can only have about something you actually know nothing about. You could just kind of make it up.
Well, like most authors, he probably knew a little bit about a bunch of stuff. And like most authors, he probably got very arrogant because of his limited knowledge. Yes.
Yeah. So what this idea led Melville to the conclusion. I should rewind. Melville also insisted right off the top that whales are fish. You know, they live in the water. They kind of shape like a fish.
They have fins and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So conclusively, they are fish. And he sort of makes it clear that if you disagree with that, you're kind of a fucking idiot.
He was really laying down the gauntlet on
yeah.
this particular subject.
But so you take Melville's idea to its conclusion, and this motherfucker is talking about how dolphins are also fish. And he's like, now hold up. I know you're going to think it's weird that this 3-foot dolphin is somehow related to the 60-foot whale, but it is, because I said so earlier. And
Well,
I can't
weird.
contradict myself on what I said earlier. So
Right.
dolphins are fish. And also sea lions are fish.
I don't know where that comes.
Dugongs are fish. Are whales. And
You have to respect the kind of commitment to
Yeah.
the lie that you tell yourself that you're willing to just take it to its logical conclusion.
And I wonder if he realized like how popular his book would be, and people would be like laughing at his taxonomy, like 150 years later, or ever how fucking old that. It's not that old.
It's I think
It's still old enough. You
right.
know? So there you go. That's Melville's stance on the whale.
No, that's very interesting stuff, Andrew. Tell me, do you have any other takes and or opinions on whales?
Yeah. So we're moving from the whale in literature now to the whale in science. Now, I listened to this podcast once about various animal milks, and they did a sort of a deep dive into the whale milk. Now, the whale produces 52 gallons of milk a day. Right? Now, a dairy cow.
My own limited research, let me just drop in and say that the milk has the consistency of toothpaste, apparently.
Which I'm sure turns into a very nice, gritty cheese.
Yeah, it could.
Like a Parmesan or something.
Yeah, kind of like the cheese in a can. you know?
Yeah. That would be sick. I look forward to a day when we can have whale milk. But, so,
One day.
whale produces 52 gallons a day. A dairy cow bred specifically for the purposes of milking only produces 15 gallons a day. And a whale produces milk of 35 to 50% fat content, whereas a cow is only 3.25. So there are scientists who have sort of been working on this idea of creating like a custom dock that will allow us to harvest whale milk. So someday in the future, you might be going to Starbucks and getting some like whale milk in your latte, because there's so much of it, and it's apparently so much better for you than cow milk would be.
Why is it better for you?
Well, it's the higher fat content.
Oh.
It's more nutrition.
Well, I trust you. I trust you as an intellectual because I know that you've read at least part of Moby Dick, which means that you're smarter than a lot of people.
It's true. Most people have only read that book, the book series with the dog. He's like a little dog.
You're talking about Wishbone.
Yes, and Wishbone, he's inserted
The
in
PBS
various,
show.
Yes.
Yes.
And various
Oh, I love that
historical-
show.
Yeah. I did read that as a child. I had Star on everyone.
Wait, was that a book? I thought it was just a PBS program.
No, I read the book.
Okay, cool.
Haven't seen the movie. The book's probably better, as it is in most cases. But last whale tidbit. Sometimes a whale will wash up onto the shore. Now this is not good. As you know, whales belong in the water.
It's their home.
They live there. Like if you take a goldfish out of water and put it on a counter, it's gonna die. It's
Eventually, yes.
I've tested this myself.
Yes, I'm sure you
I've
have.
also
Like any good scientist.
accidentally put fish down drains, sink drains. Through my time as a manager at Petco, lost many a good beta fish down the drain. May you rest in peace.
We've all lost some beta fish.
But anyway, so the whale will wash up on the shore, and if you can't push the whale back in, the whale dies. Rest in peace to that whale. Now sometimes the whale, due to its massive size, right? Huge. 52
Very big.
feet on average.
That's pretty big.
I couldn't read my notes. 52 feet. Very big. Big old boys. Okay, they die. On shore, you can't get them in. So their natural gases will eventually build up and create such pressure that they like spontaneously combust by themselves, spewing viscera everywhere.
Previous to this moment, I thought that all whale explosions were man-made. Like people just strapped them with dynamite and just blew them up because they didn't want them on the beaches.
Well, that's what I want to get into next. There's a specific incident in 1970 where a whale washed up on the shore of Oregon, somewhere in Oregon. and the the road police, what are they called?
The state troopers?
The highway patrol.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the highway patrol is, for some reason took it upon themselves to dispose of this whale. So yeah, what they did, they stuffed it with dynamite and blew the fucker up. And apparently bits of that whale shot out like 800 feet away.
Everywhere.
Yeah, from the spot where the explosion took place. So imagine you're just like having a nice family picnic at the beach, pack some potato salad, you pack some I don't know, ham and cheese sandwiches, bologna for the kids. The kids are wading in the water, having a good time. Seagulls squawking everywhere. You think the seagulls are going to be the worst of your worries that day.
And then suddenly the whale viscera ruins your picnic.
Yeah, you're rained upon.
Yeah.
By whale guts.
You know, it's surprisingly, the highway patrol made a bad situation much worse.
Anyway, there's footage of this online. I do recommend checking it out. It is quite the sight to see. Big fan of that very small genre.
Of whale explosion.
Yeah, detonating whales. Yeah.
All right.
It's very niche. Someone should expand that. I think the whale population has rebounded from back when we were massacring them for the oil. There are now enough whales. I think we can safely start blowing them up for our amusement.
Wonderful.
And that's
very good news.
I think we're gonna leave you on.
Yeah, that's some quick whale facts. They are in fact mammals, and you shouldn't explode them. Great. I hope you all learned.
Should explode them
because
it's fun.
Okay, yeah, you shouldn't explode them if you're trying to clear the beaches of them, but you should explode them if you're just trying to have a good time. You entertain yourself on a slow Sunday evening.
Oh wait, let's end on a Seinfeld reference.
Sure.
Okay. Do you remember that episode of Seinfeld where at the very beginning Kramer is shooting golf balls into the ocean?
Yes, of course.
And there's the whole debacle where George is pretending to be a marine biologist to impress his woman.
Mm-hmm.
And a whale washes up on shore, and he has to stick his hand in the blowhole, and he pulls something out. And in a wacky twist of fate, what is it? Kramer's golf ball.
That's great. That's just great comedic writing.
He then tells the girl he's with, "Oh no, I'm not actually a marine biologist." Thinking that honesty would be a better way to build that relationship. But you know what happens?
What happens?
She dumps him.
Yeah.
So, actually, the closing note you should leave with today is don't ever be honest. Don't ever correct the lie in your favor.
You just make new lies to sort of embellish the previous lie that you told, much like Herman Melville did with whales.
Double down.
Yeah, double down.
Double down.
Never back down from your stances, even if you know intellectually that they're wrong. That doesn't matter. Now, what do you say as we take the last few drags of our cigs, we end this on what the kids are calling a new TikTok trend. All right, let's sing a nice sea shanty.
Sea shanty?
Yeah.
All right, let me hop on the drum kit over there. Provide a nice kick for us. I hate the kids, man. I hate the kids. Sea shanties deserve more than 5 minutes, and this is all they're gonna get on TikTok. But
honey, she was in the road to shore. Oh, you girls, do let me go. She was in the calling on the door. Oh, you girls, do let me go. Do let me go. Do let me go. Oh, you girls, do let me go.
see you next week.
Other girls, do let me go.